Welcome everyone to the stream. I am Tatsumari, and if I sound louder, that's because I am. I messed with some of the settings on my side in the streaming software, and I also messed with some of the settings for the game volume in the streaming software. So, mostly that is because every time I do the clips, not only is the game volume really quiet, but also my voice is really quiet, thus making for a less than how should we say, less than optimal viewing experience. So, with that in mind, I did turn up the volumes on both the game and my voice, so if I am a little bit loud live, I am sorry. This is more so for the clips, so that way you can have a more voluminous, there is a new word for you, voluminous experience while watching the clips. So you just have to turn down the volume on your devices, and that'll be all there is to that. However, today, or with that bit out of the way, now we are going to be going back into Maplestory. Now, I need to also double check this on my streaming side so I can exactly see how it's going to work out a little bit. Because while I am the streamer, I don't exactly have a reliable way of checking out what I am listening to on stream. So, we are experimenting a little bit today. Alright, so we have that button pressed, and we're gonna go this. So, alright, so I have the game volume over here. Okay, let me see. Alright. Sorry for not talking there a little bit, because I both have an earbud on one side and I have a complete game volume on the other side on my headphones over here. So I'm hearing like a delayed thing on one side and the live thing on the other, so it's a little bit but yeah, besides that, I think we're doing okay. So you'll just have to turn down the volume on whatever device you're listening to if it's too loud for you. But this is for the clips, like I said. So, why are you here? We today are here to experience Masteria through time. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. We not only finished up Friend's story, but we also got started on the Masteria through time on another character of mine, not my main character, because my main character, for whatever reason, Maplestory has decided that not to give the option to reset the Masteria through time just yet. So, with that in mind, we're going to get to said character. Let's see. Which character was it? I think it was Ethoni's. Yes! So, this... bumping stuff all around. So this character we are going to take on... excuse me. And continue through Masteria through time. Also, the Masteria through time, if you were here last week, also remember, we got started. We ran across the warrior Lucan, who was from, we found out, 1,000 years ago. And that has some pretty wide-reaching implications. Also, I need to mess with the volumes here because you guys are not going to be able to hear poo. Because there we go. And I got some groovy music going. Alright. So, we need to, I believe it's the statue over here. Talk to them. Back to the place we talked about. The one I'm right. Yes. Okay. So, this is where we were. We ended up... Oh, what's this? Okay, I'll have to worry about that later. I don't know what that's from. If you remember correctly, we watched the exchange between not only Crimsonheart here, but also between Crimsonheart and Narracane, but also between the rest of his sons, where he ultimately has died. So we're exploring the memories of Lucan currently. Also, we had the introduction of Dr. Zhang and her run-in with the infamous Narracane. And it seems like that Dr. Zhang is going to help Narracane in his quest to obtain the Antelion. So, I believe, let's see, what is our quest? That's a different thing altogether. Let me see. Yes, I have a lot of quests here. Okay. So, I think we need to go through this portal.
Looks like there's no end to those bugs. Remember, you gotta wipe them out before you can see this through.
Okay. Oh yeah, and we are in his memory. Alright. Is there another button I gotta push? Okay. Aha! Oh, a little bit of lag here. So, I see we got a viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. How are you doing this morning, evening, afternoon thing? There we go. That's the button. Oh. Ah. All right, come on. Bring it on! Bring it on, you nightmarish pincushions, you. And what's the button for that? This one. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oops. Now we're not getting nowhere. Come on. Ah! Okay, I think my Tartarus is starting to go out. Let's see. There we go. Now we get it to work. All right, cleared. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's right. Also Subani, Narracane's brother. I'm not sure if it's younger or older. I can't remember. He went to go stop Narracane. And we're going after him just to observe what happened. Because right now we're in the memories. Yeah, there they are, right there. We can do nothing to alter the events. These are memories, so we can only observe. Man, I barely caught up.
Hang in there. This thing is still in beta.
Ooh, very nice random. I'll be sure to check it out when I get a shot.
Beta?
You haven't even finished it yet? What kind of shoddy? Oh yeah, by the way, that little guy that's popping up in the corner, that is Dr. Foxwit. He's allowing us to using his machine to check out the memories of Lucan. This guy here, who we found in the present. Yeah, so his machine's in beta. We're his guinea pigs. What is it? Why would they stop when they're in such a hurry? Yeah.
Don't know. Get closer.
What is it? Is there any? Look, I understand. Yes,
It can be scary facing someone like Narake. But we need to work together to do this, Loreni. Don't worry. I will protect you.
All I ever wanted was to see new worlds. I only know Versal is home. I've never been anywhere else. Maybe the Antlion could have been my excuse. I wanted to leave Crimsonwood Keep and Krokia and simply go. My one wish.
Did she just say the Crimsonwood Keep?
Yes, I got it on tape. They're talking about Crimsonwood and Masteria. So this must be...
But as long as we remain in Mapleworld, we are bound to protect the Antlion. Our purpose in borrowing its power is in protecting it. You know that better than anyone.
And I also know that I also know that in my heart... And I also know that my heart is not in it. Forgive me. But I cannot bear the weight of an entire world.
Loreni! I cannot blame her. How could anyone? She has betrayed our trust and the wishes of Crimsonheart. There will be a reckoning.
Shish, cold. I don't get it. Is Loreni a coward? Well, I wouldn't say so. It's just this is. I would say this was her breaking point. She just couldn't take it. Like, this is... If I remember right, all of these guys were, like, orphans before, like the original storyline. I do have this also in the written story of Maplestory, the novel. But Loreni here, she had dreams and aspirations. She wanted to go do stuff. But she was stuck being a guardian, a Grand Master. So, you know... anyone would break under that if their desire for their own, like, aspirations would outweigh their duty eventually at one point, right? Crimsonheart said they needed everyone working together to win. And if I followed that right, this place, Krokia, is actually Masteria?
Congratulations, you figured it out. You get EXP.
Alright, let's go.
More bugs!
I think these, like, the pin booms that we're fighting...
You need to take them down quickly to see the next memory.
I think the pin booms that we're facing, they're like, Lucan's, memory protection. Like, they sense something is wrong that shouldn't be there. Kind of like, I believe it was the, they're called sensors from, Psychonauts. So these are kind of like those. Ah, dang it. Come on. There we go. Oh, enemy sighted. Ah, I gotta see if I can find the right spot. Come on. Nope, that wasn't it. Ah, dang it. I used it without wanting to. Give it a second here, let it cool down. There we go. Okay. So that's the spot I need to be in. Oh, hello. This is Crimsonwood Keep. Nice. Very nice.
I never thought I would see Crimsonwood Keep intact. How grand it was 1,000 years ago.
All right. Let's go.
Something's happening. The castle looks like it's about to collapse.
All right, let's go. Jump quest ho.
Ah!
I can dig the music. Sounds like something you'd hear like an anime intro or something. If you agree that this would be an anime intro song, put a comment down below and says rock on. Oh, hello. Is that Narcane?
Narcane, how could you? Have you lost your mind? Your lust for the Antelion's power has driven you to the unspeakable.
Calm yourself, Delgrund. Hasn't Father always cautioned you against letting your emotions get the better of you?
Don't you dare call him father.
Let's see. Let me try a different voice for Narcane here.
Your efforts are futile, even gathered as you are. With the Antelion, I am unstoppable. Where is Subani, my big brother? Is he cowering behind someone's cape, as he did so often with Father?
No.
Huh?
Now, Lucan!
What do you think you're doing? You cannot defeat me, brother. You cannot even claim the Antlion. You would have no idea how to wield it.
We need not wield the Antlion. Our goal is quite different from your selfish plot, Narcane.
Then what are you doing? Now, attack! Stop! You fools! This will destroy you all!
It no longer matters. We are prepared to give our lives to right this wrong. I want to help too.
Forget it. You are only an observer. All of this already happened long ago.
But I can't just stand here and watch. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like it's just, I can imagine your sword as you're doing things, it's just like phasing through it.
No!
And I guess the explosion sent him through time. Uh-oh. Lucan is gone. Is that how we got to our time? All the other Grandmasters have disappeared, too. Maybe they were scattered across time and space like Lucan.
Might just be on to something. I believe I understand everything now. It is time for you to return.
Wait, these people. Narukane and Subani. I must see what happened to them.
Why? It doesn't matter now. You must leave. This isn't something Lucan saw, so the memory gate will collapse.
He was a faithful follower of Crimsonheart, and he sacrificed himself to stop evil. Lucan deserves to know what happened.
But that's not how... Fine, whatever. Just leave before the gate collapses and you get trapped there for eternity.
Well,
Destroyed the Antelion? You fools! What compelled you to such madness? This means the doom of the entire continent! And from here, the chaos will spread. First across Mapleworld, then to Versal. You have unleashed hell upon our worlds. Never could I have imagined such stupidity from you. Your jealousy of the Antlion's power has blinded you. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Subani? Do you?
I am your brother no more, Narukane. You did something that cannot be forgiven. My only desire now is revenge.
You think yourself stronger than I. You have no one left to hide behind, brother. No one! What now? Will you sit there and cry like that before? Like the sad, pathetic weakling you were then. Helpless and scared.
That I can do.
Stop!
This is the end, Narukane. I have a feeling he did it. Subani sealed Narukane in the statue.
Great! Wonderful! Whoa! Celebrate by getting the heck out of there!
Yeah, see, I'm not doing this. This is actually the game shaking the screen. If you are prone to get motion sickness, like, turn away from the screen right now. I will let you know when you can look back.
I'm losing the link!
Whew! We got out of there. All right.
You got that way too close. If that gate had collapsed, you would have been trapped in the old guy's memories forever. You're so reckless.
But think of what we learned. That last scene. That was Masteria. No. Krokia. I saw Krokia fall into the ocean. It was the destruction of the Antlion that sank the continent. Kind of a whole, what's it called? The, dang it. Atlantis. Kind of a whole, like, Atlantis parallel there.
I think our friend is waking up at last.
Lucan, how are you feeling?
Crimsonheart. Yes, I remember. Thanks to you, I remember everything now. Where I come from and who I am.
Then, can you give us some details? Like who Naricane is and what the Antlion is?
The Antelion is a stone of infinite power, one that can shape space and time at will. You see, Crimsonheart and I, and all the Grandmasters, we all come from a world called Versal. Versal is the holy land of warriors and magicians. All of its people live for vigor and knowledge. Even so, people with power tend to create chaos.
Oh, I see we got another viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you see here today.
The Antlion was created out of the sacrifice of the most powerful heroes of Versal long ago. It was created to protect Versal from the chaos it threatened.
Let me try that again.
It was created to protect Versal from the chaos that threatened it. With infinite power, the Antlion was the final word in any conflict. Every person in Versal was tapped into it, giving them both great power and a responsibility to others. Crimsonheart was the greatest living warrior of Versal, and was thus selected to be its chief guardian. As a result, peace reigned in Versal for ages. Then came Naricane, Crimsonheart's foster son. He lusted for greater power than anyone in Versal enjoyed, and so stole a fragment of the Antlion for himself.
That was a fragment?
It was an unthinkable, unforgivable betrayal. That's why Crimsonheart crossed over to this world, what you call Mapleworld, with the Antlion. He sought to protect the whole from the thief of the part.
So that's why he hid the Antlion inside Crimsonwood Keep, along with the Grandmasters. Say, who were they? Well, before we get into that explanation, I need some water. Be sure and grab yourself a drink or a snack or whatever, because we're going to be here for a while. All right. Say, who were they?
The Grandmasters were the 4 strongest warriors in Versal who came here to Mapleworld. Delgrund the Magician, Numenal the Bowman, Loreni the Thief, and myself, the Warrior. We were granted rights to the Antlion as we assisted Crimsonheart in its protection. There were many Grandmasters before us, and many more should have followed. But it seems we were to be the last.
I see. So that Loreni lady in the end?
The traitor. She betrayed both the faith of Crimsonheart and the pride of the Grandmasters. She shall never be forgiven. And now, you said this is the Krakia I know, 1,000 years hence? I know not if she left descendants, but if so, I do hope they were saddled with guilt for her betrayal.
Hey, dude, calm down! As for Subani, the one who sealed Naricane, were they brothers?
Brothers in spirit, not by blood. Crimsonheart was a very kind and righteous person. He took in children who had nowhere left to go and raised them as his own. Subani was Crimsonheart's first foster son, and Naricane was brought in soon after. To think he would betray such kindness.
Why did Naricane want the Antlion so badly? What did he want to accomplish?
He insisted that he had to control everyone with the power of the Antlion. He wanted dominance, complete obedience. Naricane said again and again that the power of the Antlion should only be used to stop the wicked. But as his obsession grew, he turned more to thoughts of control, of tyranny. Crimsonheart naturally pushed back against Narakane's notions. We all did. Who would want that? Who would want a world of puppets bound to a single master?
In the end, they stopped Narakane from getting the Antlion. But it cost the world Masteria, Krakia as you know it. Now that Masteria has surfaced again, does that mean everyone's fine now?
Stranded in a strange future without my brothers, there was no way for me to say. You say that Subani sealed Narakane. That should be the end of it. However, if Krakia has... Sorry, what did you call it?
It's Masteria.
That's right. If Masteria has risen from a 1,000-year exile, something about that unsettles me. Tell me, does Crimsonwood Keep still stand somewhere?
Yes, it's not far.
I would see the keep with my own eyes. I must be sure Narakane remains in his deserved prison.
Let's do that. I'll guide you.
I'm pleased to hear you were able to regain your memories.
I will admit to being skeptical, my bizarre friend. But in the end, you spoke the truth. I owe you a debt I fear may never be repaid.
Ha! Don't mention it. Be careful out there, you two.
Thank you. Okay. Uh-oh.
It's done, Mayor. I helped him regain all his memories, just as you asked.
Well done. He's the key to all of this.
Uh-oh.
Which reminds me, what is this, all of this that you are planning?
Foxwit. How many times have I told you don't need to know that? All you need to do is follow my orders.
Yes, what would I need to know? Well, as long as the money keeps coming, which it will, until I finish our little surprise.
Yeah, suddenly I'm not so trusting of that guy. Oh, Zhang, hello. You sure you won't regret this? This still might not change the future.
That is entirely up to you, Doctor. You've already made a discovery that can change the world. That is why I hold you in such high regard, after all.
Such unnecessary flattery. Oh?
Hardly. I have great respect for you.
If it wasn't for the antlion fragment that you had, I wouldn't have been able to build this time portal in the first place.
If it were not for you, I would still be slumbering in that miserable rock. Let us return 1,000 years, back to the day I failed, and correct history together. Help me fix my mistakes. I understand you might be scared, hesitant, but please, don't stop here. Not for me, but for yourself. Do you wish to finally uncover the true history of this empire, and the eternal knowledge which I promised you? Do you not also covet that? Remember, if the Antlion is returned to me, the people of your world will prosper as good as wise be.
Yeah, I just, like, you could probably, I think this is even the song that they used over in Friend Story, where, like, they had all the headbangers everywhere. So, give me a second here. We'll sit here and admire the sound. All right, we got a story to continue on. Oh, hold on. A little bit less. There we go. Now, let's go. Laying it on a little thick, aren't you? You really can't do anything without being a manipulative...
But otherwise, I would have never met you.
Cool it. I have my own reasons for doing this.
I'll be waiting for you. Please say hello to my past self.
Oh, there she goes. Oh, that's the end of Act 1. Okie dokie. So then. So we know what happened altogether that sent Lucan into the present. Now, let's go see what else is going to happen in the present. So Act 2. Travel through time with Lucan to Masteria of 1,000 years ago to stop Narukane and Dr. Zhang from getting the Antlion.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
We should be able to actually finish this act with this with today's stream. So buckle in. Today we are time travelers. Yes. Give a little more volume over here. Act 2, 1,000 years and counting. We have to take care of these monsters first if we want to get in. But since you're injured, leave it to me.
Good luck, friend.
Let's go! All right. Oh, we got these black and red, I need power! Oh boy. That was kind of close. Come on. Ah, dang it. Hold you steady for now, okay? Oh, little red bats. Man, those black and red phoenixes are really resistant to getting knocked out or dazed. Dang it. Let's see, do I have... Okay, I'm gonna have to stick this on a different button. We'll put it here. There we go. Now we can use it properly. We'll save our space bar for some bigger attacks. Stop it, you stupid phoenix! Oops. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Meanwhile, building back up my health and just destroying everybody in the vicinity. There we go. Beat down of a little cherry bat. Didn't hop. There we go. Ow. There we go. Yay! Dealt with the phoenixes. I think we're going like the underground passage. Ah, here we are. So this is the place. I wouldn't have picked this kind of music for this scene. I would have picked something a little slower, a little more epic, like epic sounding, because, you know, Lucan is seeing this for like after 1,000 years have gone by. So I think it would be a little bit more somber.
It's very old. I suppose not even the flagstones of such a castle can stand against 1,000 years. This feeling.
Lucan, buddy? What's up? What is it, Lucan?
It is the same sensation. That feeling of creeping dread when Crimsonheart fell. It clings to the very air.
I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
Rock on!
I concur. Let us search the chamber.
Books. It's an old, worn-out book. Some parts have faded completely. Read it? Yeah, I want it. Antelion. Brought to Mapleworld. Crimsonheart, with the protection of the Grand Master's castle, safely. I can't make anything else out. The areas brought offerings. Said they were from Krakia. Crimsonheart decided to share the blessings of the Antelion with these people for their benefit. The offerings were returned. Sir was chased here. Krakia used dark magic. We're seen. The whole thing is too faded. Let's see. Yeah, can we get anything else out of it? Nope, same thing. Okay. But it looks like it was a diary or a chronicle of some kind. An empty box. Might have contained some food or something useful at one time. How many must have perished here in Masteria sunk? Hard to believe such sacrifices had to be made to keep the Antelion from Nard. Oh! I do? I do. Okay. Well. There we go. A clean box. And a desk. And, oh, look at that! Lucan! A glowing statue! That's not good. A glowing, crackling statue. That's even worse. Of course, he's behind a column, so we can't see him.
Oh no! This is the seal! Narcane!
Okay, so that is as bad as I thought. Dang it!
Subani's seal has nearly vanished. How could something like this happen?
Hang on. The Antlion was destroyed 1,000 years ago, right? So even if he gets out, we're cool. Right?
I know not what this contraption is, but it leads me to believe we are not cool.
I don't know what that is either.
What concerns me is not actually the device. Look up there. That is the lost Antlion fragment, the very one Narcane possessed.
Who would use the fragment to build whatever this is? Could someone be helping Narcane?
desperately wish it not so. But I fear the worst. I can imagine the poor, misguided soul who would help that monster, or what they would do to aid him. Our only option is to find this person and stop them and Narcane. Then, perhaps, Crimsonheart and my brothers can finally rest in peace.
Then let's get to it. I can see what I can learn snooping around here. See what we can learn snooping around here.
There.
The book looks brand new. It's about the languages of Versal, and it says it belongs to Dr. Zhang? Who is that? Oh, okay. I still have unused points. No, I don't. Okay, whatever. That's probably just... Oh, right, desk. This is from the Masteria Research Institute. Looks like the blueprints for the machine. Oh, hello. This is bad news. I think I found the manual for this thing.
This might be this might as well be chicken scratch to me. Can you read it?
It says, oh, for the love of... It's a time portal! The instruction explains how to set the destination to the past. Nothing about the future. They use the antline fragment to create a portal to the past. You said it yourself. It controls time and space. What?
He wants to go back and stop the antline from being destroyed.
Of course! The antline was the key to his crazy pants plans. So his only option is to go back and get it.
Whoever it is that helped hatch this wicked scheme must have returned to the past using this.
It says Dr. Zhang on the manual. Actually, I've seen Dr. Zhang printed on just about everything around here. Must be a researcher sent here to find out more about Masteria.
Not anymore. Dr. Zhang is now a pawn of Narcane.
So, what do we do now?
I shall enter the infernal machine. Narcane can flee through time itself, but he will never escape my judgment. Maybe this time, Crimsonheart will not have to perish. I have seen this all play out once. Perhaps I can make things right.
Buddy, there's a little thing called the butterfly effect you might want to, be aware of. Okay, got no quests, so away we go. Should I go back with Lucan to help him? That would be a heroic thing to do. Yes, let's go!
What are you doing?
I'm coming with you. Always wondered what the place looked like 1,000 years ago.
I cannot allow this. You have done so much already to aid me. I have no doubt that you are a great warrior. But leave the events of the past to the one from the past. Your place is here.
My place is wherever a threat exists to Mapleworld, Lucan. Past, present, or future. Wherever it comes from, whatever it is, I'll stop it. Right now, Narcane getting the antline is about the worst thing that could happen for either of us. Just let me do this. I'm good at it.
Very well. I must admit a certain comfort having you at my side. Your sacrifice will be remembered throughout the ages.
I'm not planning to die on this trip.
Yes, of course. I'll make sure you return safely.
That's more like it. Time to hit the button. Boop. Yeah! And away we go! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Chronotons gather and spit us out. Oh, hello. Oh, by the way, just so you know, the music that's playing in the background right here, this is typically reserved for the area of the game called Magatia. Or you might also know it as, you might see it as spelled like Magatia, but it's called Magatia, and this is the music they usually use there, so.
1,000 years in the past. Yes, it is your words that I find unbelievable, not this place.
Hey, I wish I could tell you what you want to hear, but I can't. I'm here to help you, and to do that, you have to know the truth. You were planning to seize the Antlion tomorrow. You weren't going to Crimsonwood Keep, you were going straight to Crimsonheart, to confront him, and ultimately destroy him. I know you don't remember this directly, but it is what you showed me when I agreed to help you, and you have to believe it for us to get this done.
I understand. But there's one part that's simply impossible.
Which part?
My father. I had no plans to kill Crimsonheart. If he had surrendered, or just come to understand me in the least, I wouldn't have to.
You poor, poor thing. This is why I don't understand family. He's always stood in your way. He drove you from your home, all the way to Mapleworld. How is it that you suddenly gained this hope that he'll listen?
If you cannot comprehend the bonds of family, then I cannot explain.
You will ultimately kill him, and you will take the Antlion. But in the end, your plan will fail.
May I ask why?
The Grand Masters will destroy the Antlion, rather than let you have it. They will sacrifice themselves to achieve the impossible.
A fine plan indeed.
You do realize I'm talking about the people who ruined your plans and trapped you in a statue for 1,000 years, right?
My apologies. Please, go on.
Well, like I just said, your brother Subani will seal you in that statue for a millennium. You told me it was a grim sort of purgatory, neither alive nor dead.
Subani does the deed? Perhaps I have underestimated him.
It doesn't cost him his life. It does cost him his life.
Yes. They believe so strongly in their cause that they would give their lives. Or do they simply hate me that much?
I can't say. I only know what I saw.
Understood. Let me also express my gratitude to you for making this journey. Surely my present self would have made the same choice as my future self.
What choice do you mean?
That of keeping such a beautiful and wise advisor by my side.
She is pretty. I'll give her that. They overdid the lips a little bit, but, you know, I still call her pretty.
With your insight, I feel I should revise my plans. Perhaps you can aid me further.
I'm listening. Go on.
A 1,000 years in the past. Krokian jungle.
That was worse than Foxwit's subconscious reading device. Glad that's over. where's Lucan? And where am I?
Okay, hold on, guys. The music's gonna cut out here for a second. I got something I need to look at. Hold on. Let me do this. I just have something over here. I'm talking to someone here on Discord. Why is it doing that? That is weird. Okay. All right. So I am going to put this over here for the moment. And then, for now, let's get back to Masteria through time.
Oh, right, Crimsonwood Keep. It's in a pretty good shape. It's in pretty good shape, too. So I guess my 1,000-year jaunt worked.
And, of course, there are monsters here. Well, only one thing to do. Yep. It's time to fight! Let's go! Oh, yes! This is one of my favorite songs in all of Maplestory. I think at one time from my, like, long time ago, I mean, we're talking early 2000s, I actually tried to see if I could find out how to use this song for my, my channel way back in the day. I never did figure that out as back then, so, but maybe I'll figure that out for a new intro, sometime down the road here. And it has Doom vibes. Deal with it. Whoa, these are a jungle monkey. There we go. back into the fight over here with a restored health and... Nope, nope, there we go, that's what I wanted to do. Wait, I could have sworn I had a bat swarm that I... Oh yeah, there it is. There we go. Bat swarm, go! In my dodgeballs of death. All right. Oh, Lucan, no! Lucan!
My friend, how good to see you are safe and sound.
Likewise. Hey, weren't you injured?
It would seem I have been restored to my original state 1,000 years prior to our meeting.
Convenient. So, what can you tell me about these monsters we're facing?
Not much, I fear. I knew this would be a safe haven from beasts, so these creatures are unknown to me. Surely something is amiss. Let us find Crimsonheart and my brothers with all due haste.
Into the keep, then. Everyone should be there, right? Yeah, there is the small problem of meeting yourself from the past. You know, that is a thing. Especially when you come from the future. Of course, now, I always subscribe to the theory, or the theory, story, however you want to call it, that if you were to travel to the past, in your current self were to travel to the past and meet your current self, that the future that will exist from that point on, let me back up and try this again. If you were to travel to the past, whatever future happens from that point on is now an alternate future. It is the multiverse theory kind of deal. Like, let's say, for this one specifically, Lucan existed here. So now that we've traveled to the past, our combined future will now no longer exist. At least, maybe we'll not be able to get to it. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. I haven't fully figured this thing out yet. But the future that is going to exist from this point now will be different. Both futures will still exist. But this is the future that we're, stuck on now. That's my theory on it. Of course, fantasy and sci-fi kind of hand wave stuff a little bit to where, make it all work in the end, right? Right? Okay, let's go. Oh, Grandmaster Hall.
Crimsonheart,
Hello, Lucan. How was...
Crimsonheart! I can't believe to see you again like this. I thought you were on patrol. That was an eternity ago for me. I'm so glad you're safe.
Huh? Should I be otherwise?
Lucan always does things by the book. Perhaps it has finally driven him mad.
Rennie, how dare you show you're a coward!
Psst, Lucan. This is before Loreni left.
Yes, of course. Thank you, hero.
Say, who is this little one? How were you able to break my barrier and enter this place?
Lucan, you're acting quite odd.
Well, let's pick a different voice for this guy. Let's see. Lucan, you're acting quite odd today. Are you ill? Perhaps I should check.
No, Delgrund. There's no time for foolishness. Crimsonheart, I have something you must hear. This person is a true hero and has saved my wretched life in more than one way. It is because of them that I am here now, and I can warn you of events to come.
Lucan, was your life truly imperiled while you were on a simple patrol? Did the jungle critters pose such a threat?
Maybe losing your edge, Lucan. This disappoints me. Please, allow me to explain. There is much you must know.
And then he explains the whole thing.
I can't. Is it true, Lucan? You swear it?
I do. I would never lie to Crimsonheart or my brothers.
Your new comrade at least fits the tale, for I've never seen such a peculiar armaments. Tell me, child, from when and where do you hail?
Child?
Mapleworld, 1,000 years from now. 1,000 years from now? That means that Narakane's ambitions are truly timeless. In truth, they have only grown, and it is clear he has someone aiding him. I know not who, but they also come from 1,000 years in the future. Somewhere in the present, Narakane and his ally plot against us. Tedious. But tell me, how is that you and the child warrior arrived from the future?
Narakane's stolen Antelion fragment remains in the Crimsonwood Keep of the future. The fragment powers the... What was it again?
Time portal.
Yes, time portal. As the name implies, it is a gateway that transcends time.
Narakane has gained a formidable ally then.
I wonder, why would someone from 1,000 years in the future would aid such a cur?
We're unable to learn of their motives. But we could follow their trail once we discover the time portal.
His ally might be that of a certain Dr. Krakia?
No idea. Where I come from, her name is Dr. Zhang. She's a scientist.
Scientist?
What is that?
They are the magicians of the future. They use mysterious powers like magic, without spells, using only scrap metals and flashing lights.
Many of the local creatures have changed in startling ways. They were seen with suspicious machines. The people of the Krakian Empire whisper about a Dr. Krakia who has been skulking about recently. Could these doctors be the same?
It's very possible. We fought some of those enhanced creatures on the way here, and the machines look like the ones from my time.
Just what we needed. More complications.
Give me a second, I need some water. So how we liking this stream so far, ladies and gents? Alright. Hold on. I want to go back to Narakane. Lucan, you said Narakane would end my life.
I find your tale of time travel more believable than that, brother. Narakane might be proud, covetous even, but he is not evil.
Painful though it may be, I assure you it is true. I witnessed it with my own eyes, as did my heroic friend.
How shameful that I was deceived by him.
Perhaps I am not the guardian I thought myself to be.
Crimsonheart. Crimsonheart!
Still, I have my duties. This changes nothing, other than our alertness. We must redouble our efforts and to keep the Antlion secure. As Lucan has told us, as long as I retain my wits and do not open myself to Narakane, we shall prevail. I will instruct the other warriors.
mind yourself, Tsumari. Now is not the time.
Pardon? Crimsonheart could not bring himself to do it. I doubt you could either. If what they say is true, his mind is gone. He was close to Mary. If he remembers as well, obsession destroys such happy memories. All he cares about now is the object of his quest. See here, I loved you all of you as my sons. I watched you grow to find them. So understand well when I say that you and Naruking are very different. You always have been. Thinking otherwise puts you in grave danger. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go. We got a Naruking to stop. Oh, Zhang, what's up?
This is the end of the lake. Upstream, then. Shall we set off?
Okay. What was that all about?
Now, all I have to do is wait for these waters to flow into the Empire.
Whoa, dude, what'd you do to it? Nasty poo-poo water. Uh-oh.
No, I don't feel so good this morning. I feel sick.
You too. I keep feeling the same. I wonder what happened. Uh-oh. That's not good. So not good. What? Hey! Wake up! What happened? I'm just throwing out voices now. Ah! Oh no. Ah! What's going on? Hey! Wake up! Something's not right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ah! That's so not good. That's bad. So very bad. Monsters! People are turning into monsters! That's bad. That's bad. That's so very, very bad. Oh, dear. Save me. Warriors of Crimsonwood, please save us. Now you have your army. Hey, she let her hair down.
All achievements, Crimsonwood Keep shall fall like twigs in the wind. My original plan seems so crude by comparison. Doctor, in your hair.
Oh, that. It got caught in the jungle. It's a mess, I know.
She's a little embarrassed.
Hardly. I find it quite fetching. Let us turn to other business. The sacrifice of the Krakian people is not something I take any pleasure in.
All that flattery is starting to actually do something.
For now, we just need to clear the area. I think I can handle that.
All right, so power up. Alrighty, let's do the thing. Let's go. Bats, I summon thee.
And then my dodgeballs of doom. Dodgeballs of doom. Boing, boing, boing. Ah!
I shall suck up your life as my own.
You shall know my wrath.
Alright, let's go. Beat back the tigers. Or the leopards, really. Alright, let's recharge it here in a second. Alrighty. Let's do the thing. No! Bad kitty! Alrighty. Yeah.
My dodgeballs of doom! There we go. Subani.
Phew. Nice and quiet now. After seeing so many of these gizmos, I'm almost certain they're from Dr. Zhang. I wonder where she is now. I'll have to come look. I'll have another look. Well, I'll come have another look with the Khan once it gets dark. Hmm? Subani. What's he doing outside at this hour? I doubt this was an order from Crimsonheart. It's dangerous to go off alone like that. I should follow him. Go after Subani. Let's go! Ah!
Dodgeballs of doom! To me! We are Kala's jungle tamers. Alrighty. Ah! Kitties! Kitties and monkeys!
Oh, my power's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand still while I flay your flesh. Or at least knock off the collars. The collars and the headbands. You know, we're a hero. We don't flay people, right?
Dodgeballs of doom to me!
Ready. Keep forgetting I have those. Because I'm so used to my main character, which doesn't actually have any of this. At least all the abilities that this one has. Yep, the only other character that I've played that has any similar ability to this is Adele. Holy moly, is that character so OP for mobbing, which is like killing or taking out normal monsters like throughout the world while you're doing the grind. Dude, she is like way over the top for that. Where the heck is he going? We've come so far from Crimsonwood. Oh, hello. This could be bad. Finally. Huh? Is he talking to...
It's been too long, brother.
Narracane! Why is Subani meeting with Narracane?
It has been so long, in fact, that I feared you had forgotten our little secret. That we can communicate with each other through our dreams.
I wanted to talk to you as well, Narek. I had a feeling you would hear me.
You remained the only person I can trust. You know that, right?
Yes. And so you can tell me anything. I'm sure Father will forgive you if you genuinely repent.
You must understand, I was angry, confused. I felt like I had crossed a line I could never return to.
It's never too late, Narek. Let's go back. Together.
There's just one thing, brother.
Huh?
Now know I was right.
Oh, hello.
Eric! Why? I can't. It's too dangerous.
I didn't want to do this, but you were to be my greatest obstacle. If removing you allows me to succeed, so be it.
Eric, please don't. We're brothers. We're family.
Not by choice. Having a family and losing it was no choice of mine. Without all of you, this would not pain me so. That is why I need the Antelion. I can end this sort of suffering. I would never need to lose such precious people.
Eric, no.
Call me that.
Stop!
We're involved now. Uh-oh. That's not good. We broke something.
And who are you?
I'm the person who's going to end this, Narracane. He found his... No. He's too...
I do not roar, nor do I care.
Woof! Ah! Jeez. Too strong.
All who stand in my way shall meet the same end.
That's not good. It's getting dark. That is so bad. Bad, 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 bad. No. Narek. Stop. Subani, no! Subani, come on, no!
Sorry. Get your father and tell.
No!
Forgive me, brother. For the sake.
Narracane!
Why do you oppose me? My plan is but for a peaceful world. I'll ask one final time that you not interfere. Take this as a taste of what awaits you if you do.
Oh boy. That's not good. So not good. So bad. So bad. Oh, no. Ah, okay, I see. Here we go. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Stop hitting me! Come on. Ouch! Stop hitting me! I feel like talking, like I'm talking like Steve. Stop hitting me!
Dodgeballs of Doom, come and help me!
I've got 2 minutes of this. Wow. We're in for a long fight. Stand still! Since I know what they are, we know what they are. Us, the audience, and me personally, we know what they are, but our character doesn't really know. They just know that they're getting hit by them, and they want you to stop.
Dodgeballs of Doom!
Look, that combo work. Nice. Okay, and ow. Okay. Oh, that's right, bats.
Dodgeballs of doom!
Get some healing and then back to it. Get back! Lower your defense. Oh. All done. Subani! Crimsonheart! How did all of this... I'm sorry. Narcane deceived Subani. If only I was stronger, I would have been able to protect him. Subani, no! I tried to stop you, but I should have known. I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to protect you. This is no fault of yours. There is no fault here. Only... Please, everyone, excuse us. Subani did not appreciate commotions. Crimsonheart, I have no words for...
Let us be on our way, then. Leave him be.
Versal, scores of years ago. Okay. So if I remember correctly, let's actually look up something really quick. So the music's going to cut out here for a minute. I'm going to look up something. It says scores of years ago. Okay, so that is at least... So it says scores of years. A score is 20 years. Or a score is a count of 20. So, a score equals 20. Let's put it that way. So if it says scores of years ago, that means at least, this is happening, this scene right here is happening at the very least 40 years ago. Because, scores is plural, meaning more than one. So, scores of years means this happened at least 40 years ago. And it could be as high as 80, 100, 200, who knows? Because scores implies that it was multiples of 20. But this is at the very least 40 years ago. Meaning that Crimsonheart here, he's just pardon the rant here, kind of going off on a little tangent here. Back in medieval times, in the real world, most men, once they reached the age of 35, were considered old. Or I think it was even 35 or 40 or something like that. It was by today's standards, it was really young. So any warrior, usually the average age of the average adult, quote unquote, was anywhere between 17 and 22. So Crimson, if Maplestory here kind of follows the same kind kind of example, I guess. That means Crimsonheart here could be in like 20 to 22 years old at this point. So at the point in the present of the story, if this was scores of years ago, Crimsonheart is probably somewhere near his 60s, maybe early to mid 60s, and Subani and Narukane are probably somewhere in their late 40s to early 50s from in the present, if this was at minimum 40 years ago. So these guys are like, by our standards, they're kind of up there in years.
This is your new brother, Subani. Say hello.
You must be shy, dearest.
Nonsense! Present yourself proudly.
I am Narukane. Nice to meet you. Your younger brother says hello, Subani. Or, your younger brother says hello, Subani. Say hello. Hello. I am Subani.
Brothers are expected to support and protect each other, no matter what. Was that understood?
Yes. Father?
So Subani was always the shy one. Narukane was always the more outgoing one.
Narukane. Subani. Forgive me.
How did...
It went as planned. Perfectly so.
Then why the long face? Is this another family thing?
What of your plans? I would know more of your scheme to destroy the Grandmasters.
Yes, it's all set. I've enhanced the compound I used to mutate the Krokians. It should be strong enough to infect the Grand Masters now.
Excellent.
Act 2. 1,000 years and counting. End. Well, that was a heavy one. Oof, man. Family is a complicated thing. But it is the one thing you should never, ever, ever... Well, I'm not going to continue that thought. That whole thing is quite loaded. So we'll just... When you have a good family, it can be hard sometimes when things go wrong. So we'll just leave it at that. So, thank you everyone for coming. Next week, I shall be doing more of this. I'm going to end this one early because, I could start the next one, but we'd have to stop in the middle and then go on from there. So this way, next week, we should be able to come back and start Act 3 of Masteria Through Time, where we'll get more into it. And yeah, so be sure and bring your tissues. Be sure and bring your comfort blankie and whatever else you're gonna need, because it's gonna be a rough one. I am working on Maplestory the novel, chapter 17, part 1. Hopefully by next week, it should be out. If not, maybe sometime in the middle of the week. Not next week, but the week after that. And then after I finish chapter 17, I am actually going to take a break for a little while over, like, New Year's. Between Christmas and New Year's. Mainly because I would like to get some more writing done, and because, you know, there's big holidays. A lot of people are... I may even take a break after, let's turn this down a little bit. I may even take a break after Chapter 17, Part 1, simply because we have major holidays. At least here in the U.S., we have major holidays coming up. So I don't know if the rest of you around the world, viewers from my audience, also have major holidays coming up. Because I want to give my VAs, my voice actors, time to, you know, have time with their families and, you know, do stuff for the major holidays and whatnot. So I'm probably going to be taking a break from at least producing videos from whenever I finish 17.1 till about the end of the year. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to have any content coming out. I will be not only working on the written story of Maplestory the novel, trying to get more of that done. I am working on part of what would be book 2. I'm kind of readjusting things around a little bit. It's kind of a book 2/ book 1.5 of Maplestory the novel, called The Raven's War. This book would take place between the end of Sacred Tears and the beginning of Guardians. So for those of you who are kind of checking out the written story, about half, maybe 3/4 of Guardians is already out of the written story on fanfiction.net. I'm still going through it as much as I can to try and correct any mistakes that I've made. So there is that. But between the voice crack there. Between here and the end of the year, I'm going to try to see if I can do some more actual physical writing, just so that way you guys can have more of the story available. And I also will be doing some writers live streams. I don't exactly have a time frame for those. I might do like a couple a week. I will be doing still the live streams for Maplestory. I'll see if I can find some content here and there. We'll go around all kinds of different stuff. So don't worry. I still will be doing stuff, but I will be putting the story videos on pause for the foreseeable future, at least till the end of the year and the beginning of next year, just to kind of let everything kind of settle and get into a good rhythm. But, yeah.
Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you saw, and I hope that you'll be back next week to do it again. If you want to be notified when I go live, be sure and become a coin in the vault by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell. Be sure and have a look around the channel and check out Maplestory the novel, Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper, Rise of Vexen, or Arcane, all of which are fully voice acted with sound effects and music. Don't forget to comment and tell the voice actors just how good they did, because without them, it wouldn't be as awesome. I hope to see you guys next time, so until then, my friends.